Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Heroclix 4 here, back again with another video. Today I have for you a recap of the recent tournament we had this past Saturday at my local comic book shop. Basically, the theme was build a team of a character that's 50 points, a character that's 100 points, and a character that's 150 points. And you had to use that in a battle royale. They sectioned us off into kids and adults. I was put into the kids section because I am smaller, and plus they needed one more. So basically what I did was I had zero doubt in myself until I fought my first opponent and one hit KO his Kid Flash. He had a Kid Flash, it's hard to remember because it was quite a while ago. He had a Kid Flash at 50, a Dead Shot at 100, and a Major Force at 150. Deadshot was the most of my troubles with its stealth, but my 150 point character took care of that. And anyway, before I go any further, let's show you the characters I used. This is probably the first character I used at 50 points. It's probably my favorite character to use on every team I possibly can, because he's just such a great support character. That would be the Chief Super Rare from World's Finest. I love it. I love his abilities. He's just so great. I mean, he has that ability where when he's KO'd, roll 2d6. If you get a 2, 3, or 4, then you turn it back to that click dial. Otherwise, you basically he just stays KO'd. You can give him a free action and choose a friendly character within 6 squares in line of fire. That character can sidestep. That's his special movement. He has stealth on some of his clicks. He can use Mastermind when he does, and adjacent friendly characters are considered to be lower point value. That is his special defense. And special damage basically just gives him Outwit and Perplex. Not going to get into it because it's a very, very long thing. Sorry if I sound a bit snotty, guys, but allergy season kills me every year. But anyways, so yeah, he's my 50 point character. My 100 point character is Captain Cold from Flash. And now, this is what got everybody, because everybody I fought had somebody with hypersonic speed. Now, if you don't know, Captain Cold loves to counter hypersonic speed with his special ability, Frozen Field. At the beginning of your turn, you may place an Ice Block special terrain marker within range and line of fire. When they attempt to move, they must break away as if the character was friendly to Captain Cold and can use plasticity. So basically, you have to roll a perfect 6 in order to break away from them. And I can place them right on top of you. And I can place as many as I want. I can place one once a turn. I can place one a turn at the beginning of my turn. And they all stay there till the end of the match. So I can basically hide in the corner, block myself in. You can't get to me unless you can break away. Then I can displace another, and another, and another. But that's not what Captain Cold did. No. Captain Cold took the side road while sticking along so Chief could keep giving him sidesteps. But the final character, which I'll get to here in a minute, took Chief under her wing. Well, maybe her cape. You probably won't be able to guess what I'm talking about because there's so many female characters with capes in the Heroclix world. This was another special where you can use Precision Strike. When he hits, you may place an Ice Block terrain marker in that square. Oh yeah, loved that one too. And so that's 2. And then if you get him on his last 3 or 4 clicks, he has Barrier. And then he has a special where he can use Leadership. When he does, he may only remove tokens from characters with the Rogues keyword, and they're considered to have a lower point value. This was everybody's nemesis, especially considering the fact that everybody had a hypersonic. Even I did. But since it was friendly to Captain Cold, I could just go right through it and not have to deal with it. So let's finally get into the final character at 150 points. The rare from World's Finest, Mary Marvel. The reason I love this piece so much is because of the fact that she cannot be targeted by Outwit, Perplex, or Prob. She has Hypersonic, Super Strength, Invincible, and Prob on her first click. With an 11 attack, 12 movement, and 4 damage, the 17 defense, that's kind of meh. She's Indom, she has Flight. So she basically carried Chief around everywhere she went, except for when she needed to take some guys out. She was really handy when taking out the guy I mentioned earlier, Deadshot. She just kept hypersonic. Since he had stealth, it was kind of hard to see him, so she would just hypersonic, run back. Hypersonic, run back. And then when it was time to move, she'd take Chief and get out of there. She has another special. That was her star special, by the way. She has a defense special where it is a stop click, and she can use regeneration. When she does, don't decrease the result by 2. The power can't be ignored. I was not able to use that power because, 1, she never got to that, and when she did, she had gone way too far, and she was KO'd. Because I made it, basically, how I mentioned, it was kids and adults. In the kids section, I made it through the first battle. The second battle, I fought a young girl with a X-23. I don't remember the point values. I think the X-23 was 100. She had a Superman, I think that was 150. And a Crypto, which I think was 50. And I trapped the Crypto in the igloo. But what I didn't know, and she didn't know either, apparently, because she's new. I don't blame her for not knowing. And then I basically told her that if we would have known this, she would have won that battle for sure, and I would have been knocked out, but we didn't. And basically, she had an ability where Crypto can just go right through those ice block terrain, but we didn't know that. And we didn't find out till the tournament had already ended. So I kind of felt bad for her. But anyways, I kind of trapped her Crypto in an igloo, then put one right on top of her Superman and right on top of her X-23, so Superman cannot hypersonic, and X-23 cannot try and come up to me and slash me, trying to charge. And, yeah, and then Mary Marvel just hypersonics up and beats the snot out of him. And then, bam, I made it to the finals, where the guy I fought had a 100-point Brainiac, Red Sun Brainiac. What else did he have? He had I think it was 150 Brainiac. Yeah, it was 150 Brainiac. A 100-point Made of Steel Superman. And the 50 point slips my mind. But, I did end up beating him as well. And his Brainiac, he thought he had it all planned out. He was easily foiled by Mary Marvel and Captain Cold, mainly Captain Cold. Just keep freezing him in place. A lot of people had Superman. And then that was the end of finals for the children's section, and I won. I don't feel much accomplishment for that because it was the children's section after all. And then I made it to whoever won the finals on the adult section. And that was one of my friends, and we had to face off, and as soon as I knew I had to face against him, I didn't even have to look at his team, and I know I was going to lose. But his team was Streaky from World's Finest, 50 points, Mary Marvel at 150, and Batman from Super Rare from World's Finest at 100. I killed the Batman. Streaky kept trapping me. Every time I moved, he just followed me. And then Mary Marvel just kept getting stuck in the ice blocks. And then she hardly did. Mary Marvel took out my Mary Marvel. Of course, she couldn't prop her own attacks and stuff like that. But still, I did ultimately end up losing. But, well, I didn't lose. I got second place. So, second place prize was a 60-point Gomorrah. Now, one thing I noticed about this Gomorrah is that it's not all that much stronger than the common from the Guardians of the Galaxy booster set. It's not all that different. The Gomorrah has a bit more damage. I think the Gomorrah from the Guardians of the Galaxy set is a bit more powerful because it does have close combat expert combat reflexes on its first click. The other Gomorrah that I won has blades and a special where she can use super senses. When she uses super senses to evade a close combat attack, you may immediately place her in a square adjacent to the attacker. kind of contradicts itself because you're already there. I mean, I guess you can place yourself in hindering or something. Get yourself maybe, I don't know. But there's nothing really that you could do about that. There's not much use in that ability, but it could. And yeah, they're not that great. Yeah, she's not all that great. She's pretty decent, I guess. And yeah, that's really it. So anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. And if you like it, comment down below. And anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.